We back. My expert opinion. Tonight's episode is gonna be a special one. You know, in hip hop, I feel like the gang culture has been promoted. It's been intertwined, and in New York City, a city that wasn't familiar with Crips and Bloods, that was a West Coast thing. I have someone here who can explain the origination of the Blood Nation in New York City and kind of tell us where it started and where he sees it going now. Let's welcome Mandu. Vibes. Welcome. Thanks for having me. I'm 10 toes down. Yeah, thanks for having me. Now, I saw a clip of you going full Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm a 70s kid. I can't help it.
Yeah. Okay.
On Jim Jones. Jim Jones.
What started that?
All right. Well, I've been home 5 years. Today is my 5th year anniversary of me being out of prison.
Clap it up.
And I'm blessed to be off of parole as well too. For the first time in my life, I ain't been on paper since the age of 11, and I'm 58 years old. So from the age of 11 to today is the first time I'm not on paper that ain't mine.
Right.
And what started that? Like I said, I've been on 5 years now, and the first week I got out of prison, I joined a group called Vocal, Voices of Community Activists and Leaders. That's my first week out, and I've been doing the work. I got help get rid of the box, along with my brother Badvibes. He joined me. I reached out to him. Stack Stone, salute to my brother Stack Stone. He started it. We followed his lead. He was already doing it when we got out.
Right.
So I joined that organization because what I'm doing out here, I was doing in prison. All of what I'm out here reaching and preaching and teaching is what I was doing in them yards for 30 plus years, and because I'm Panther raised. So from what what I know I contributed, and brothers like Bad Vibes and many other brothers that's from the first generation, we know what we contributed, we know what we started it for.
Right.
It's not just me. I couldn't start it by myself.
Right.
I helped spread it, but I'm definitely with day one. So I'll put pen to paper with that too. I came up with the ideology, like which direction we're gonna go in with this. So we all know who George and Jonathan Jackson is. So that's why New York Damu don't look like West Coast Damu, because we're not a street gang. We're prison revolutionary.
Right.
And we're not a gang, period. We're prison revolutionaries. The media labeled us as gangs. The prison administration labeled us as a gang.
And if we was to be honest too, we took on the attributes of it too, of a gang. That's what we here to eradicate now, put it back in its proper perspective.
Not originally. That came later on down the line.
Right.
Originally it was all revolutionary. Because we was in there fighting ERU, we was in there fighting Netta and Latin King COs. Because they used to line us up, when we was less than 100. And when we was less than 100,
it was
and
less
we
than
just
100.
almost 200.
That's what I was about to say, and not to interrupt you, but once we lost track of the numbers, like far as the numbers where we at, we lost the whole spirit of the movement. That's when it took on the atrocities of a street gang, and it actually placed itself in that for a long time.
Right.
So what was it about Jim Jones that made you say,
well,
I want to fight you?
It was because I know how he got that flag. It was through my family that he got that flag. My brother is the one I brought in and gave him position to be able to bring other people in. But under the premise of revolution. Because my little brother is also born in the same house that I'm born in. He's just not as serious about the revolution as I am, because he ain't lived in the places that I lived to make me grasp that. Because I lived in prison, so I'm reading revolutionary books behind enemy lines. So I have no other choice but to take this shit seriously. Because I'm reading it and I'm behind enemy lines. In fact, I'm going through conditions. I'm going through conditions worse than George and Jonathan. Like we did more box time than George did time.
Nah.
Period. We did more time in the box in solitary confinement
Yeah, I
than he
did
did.
George Jackson.
Than he
Yeah,
did, but he was our
box,
inspiration
facility.
for us to do what we were doing inside them prison yards, in the prison cells, in the prison companies, in the prisons. Period.
Right.
So my response to when I see Jim about the with the homie Hogan's 4/5 with the drop your flag. Now I'm not with the proper term that he used with the drop your flag term, but it is what it is.
Right.
Because you get that's like a total. It's not respectful. A lot of us died and fried for that shit, with good intentions. We ain't talking about trying to hold something up and with bad intentions, with the negative connotation that we come behind the red flag or any color flag. Because the media, because when you read all those colors, all the history of every color flag, they all were revolutionaries in the beginning, especially when they minority gangs.
Right.
Every single last one of them were to protect their community from an outside oppressor.
Right. Even with respect to the Latino gangs too that we went up against in the Great War when we rose from this. Even them too, right?
When I made mention of every color flag, I included them as well.
Yeah, like Kings and all of them. Yeah,
Right? I'm not gonna mention one color. I said every color. Right? So every last one of them. I read all their literature. I had to. Because at one time we were ops. And a lot of them we done popped on each other and took each other literature. We done ran in each other's cells and took each other literature while we popped it.
Right.
So I know what the op is thinking.
So you feel like Jim represents a different side of
It's not even what he represents. It's that I never truly seen him because I'm living on where I'm living at. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm bopping the way I'm bopping. I'm at the day one. So I always seen him as an entertainer. Always seen him as a celebrity.
That's what he was, an entertainer.
That's all I seen him as. I wasn't mad with him. I wasn't mad with him when he stayed in his entertainment celebrity lane. But the moment you because the influence that you have, the moment you say something that the real street people, the real guys that's in the street trying to save lives and keep people out the cells and hell, now you're gonna say something that's gonna affect my work. Because I truly believe in saving these people. I truly don't want these little young brothers inside these cells.
Right.
I truly don't want them out here killing each other neither. I wasn't even allowing them to cut and slash and fight each other in prison without me having to get in between that. So you think I want to come on the street and watch them murder each other?
No.
Even though the rate is lower than it was when me and my generation was out here murdering each other, I definitely don't want them to escalate to that.
Right.
I want it to be non-existent. You follow what I'm trying to say? But because he has way more influence than I do,
Right.
on a global scale, everybody know who he is. They know his face. They don't know my face. But I'm working hard. I'm busting no diddy. I'm busting. I'm putting it in to save my community. Me and my brothers and it's mad brothers in this nonprofit that come from this gang culture. That's the pioneers of this city as far as bringing down the violence rates in this city. That's putting their body between bodies and bullets. That part. So when you're gonna be an entertainer and you're gonna rep that as an entertainer, I need you to make comments as an entertainer. Don't answer true life questions.
Well, what was the line in particular that?
The line in particular when he spoke about the war, right? And I understand, and I said it in another podcast where we spoke on, and I said, matter of fact, our platform, our platform.
Mandu,
So
Badvibes.
on the Badvibes and Mandu and the Mandu Warrior channel, on our platform. So on that platform, we both addressed it about what we know he'd been through some wars. We ain't saying the dude ain't been through no wars, but he ain't been through the wars.
He wasn't through that.
He ain't been through the wars for Damu though.
Right.
He went through wars for his career. He went through wars to put his brand on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't go through the wars that we went through for the flag.
Yo, and if I was to say too mad, that way he answered, that touched us. Like, we like, what? Yo, so much that we sacrifice and lost. Not just time, man. Time, it's so much that we sacrifice and lost. To hear somebody who corporate America funds to run across the stage, even if it's just with a red flag on, we couldn't connect with that.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I heard it. I called Mandu early in the morning, sent it to him. I said, look what this dude said.
Yeah, I
Have y'all ever
responded.
had a
That really
conversation,
bothered
though?
us. Of course.
Yeah, I
off the record, off
responded
the camera.
after
What
first of all,
you
he's seen it before me.
Right.
He sent it to my phone. I didn't watch it that night. He hit me early in the morning. Yo, you watched the video that I sent you? I said, nah. I'm working. I'm out in the street saving lives, like super nigga in real life. So when I said, all right, I'm gonna watch it now. I'll watch it.
And that's when the internet seen it. I see a total.
So what you seen was a real reaction.
Yeah, real time.
In real time. Because after I seen it on my phone, I seen a minute and a half, the opening. When he smoked, I said, oh no, I cut it up and put it on the TV. So when you see my reaction, that's real time reaction.
Right. Now, Jim being one of the first New York Bloods, well, to gain popularity, why haven't you guys ever had a conversation together?
Well,
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.